As part of the process of building both pie charts and bar charts, or pie graphs and bar graphs, there is a website that allows you to generate these very nice looking professional graphs for free. And so what I'd like you to do is take the data from the previous video and work through building a graph online and make sure that what you're building online in the free chart builder matches your sketch, because on a test I would want you to be able to graph a nice, well-balanced, accurate bar chart or pie chart. So let's get started. If you watched the previous video, you know that we built a pie chart and a bar chart based on flavors of ice cream. So what we'll do is we'll click on the pie chart first, and we'll say we want plain colors. That's fine. The background color is white, the border color is blue. That's fine. We want it to be a normal pie chart. We don't want it to be three-dimensional. You could play around with that on your own if you wanted. For data, that's the next tab, we want to add the number of slices. So this is the number of flavors of ice cream that we had in the survey. So we need to count those up. So let's go over to that data. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 types of flavors. So we're going to say the number of slices is 8. You could say ice cream popularity. Let's say ice cream flavor popularity. And then if you look at this, you want to know what kind of units you're using. So we calculated a percentage, so we're going to say percent, which is Shift 5 on your keyboard. So now you can go through and you can label each one of your slices. You can change the colors, but you need to say what the percentage was and which flavor it was. So if you go back to your original, so you can see that cookie dough is 15%. So we're going to go back over to this and we'll call this cookie dough. And we'll say the value was 15. And since we've already defined the series unit to be percent, we don't have to put the percent in here. Now, if you want to, you can even color these by what you think cookie dough color is, which might be fun for you. It's up to you. So there's cookie dough flavor. All right, so the next one we had was chocolate and mint, 10%. So chocolate and mint, 10. And I'm going to go with a minty green on that one. The next one is strawberry. And I'm going to repeat the decimals just a little bit more so the bar or the pie chart comes out more accurate, because remember, if we're rounding to tenths, then there's going to be a 0.1 smaller statement unless you repeat that decimal just a little bit further. The next one is chocolate at 30%. And remember, you can change these colors. The next one is Neapolitan at 8.33%. Again, repeating the decimals. And I'm just going to call this one red. I don't know. I can't make it rainbow colored, unfortunately. Key lime will be lime green, and we'll do 3.3%. Repeating the decimal twice. The next one is vanilla at 5%. And the last one is bubblegum at 5%. All right. The last little thing we need to do now that we have all our flavors is to label. So we're going to label things so we can pick how we want things to be labeled. So the graph title we'll call favorite ice cream flavors, and we'll call source. So you need to figure out where your data came from. So you could say a college survey, maybe. That would probably be more accurate. That way people know where you are polling the students and filling in the survey. So we want the slice display to be name and value, just value, name, percent, name and percent, name, value, and percent. Let's just do name and percent. All right. And then it asks you about the font size. That's all kind of excessive. So display, create your chart. Ah, there it is. Isn't that cool? So this is what we wanted to do. And now let's see how that compares. I love that it labels everything, and if you hover over it, it highlights. It's just a beautiful graph. So I'm going to snip the graph. So if we compare these, even though it's a little bit rough, we can see that they do indeed match fairly close. So they're not necessarily in the same order, but their proportions are pretty close to what we had. So this is what you're trying to check. Does the cookie dough at 15% look approximately the same as the cookie dough wedge that we drew here by hand? And it does. Also, does the Neapolitan over here look similar to the size of the wedge for the Neapolitan on the little sketch that I drew? And again, yes, it does. So this is what I'm trying to get you to be able to sketch, and you will definitely need to practice this. Let me know if you get stuck along the way, and I hope you enjoy creating your own pie charts. I think it's so gratifying when it all comes out and looks so cool.